Well, hello, and welcome to the Transits in You with my Psychic Connection. I am Squirrel, and I am going to be walking you through the transits for this week and the energies around us, how they will affect us or those close to us, all right? So, this video is going to break down each change in the planetary transits with a brief explanation of what you can expect. And only the traditional planets will be used for this purposes unless there's an exact aspect with the outer planets. And those outer planets are Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus, okay? Those outer planets. So if you'd like to know how these transits affect you personally in your natal chart, be sure to go to your favorite astrologer and get a deeper understanding of how these energies affect you personally. And you can do that at www.mypsychicconnection as well. So if you don't have a favorite astrologer yet, go there and find one. All right, so we're going to start off this month with the Sun in Gemini, the Moon in Scorpio, Mercury and Jupiter in Taurus, Venus in Cancer, Mars in Leo, and Saturn in Pisces. So all the elements are present, though it's still a little water heavy. Um, there might be a few more emotions that are intense than normal, but for the most part, we've got a really good balance going right in. So Friday, there are no major changes in the transits. And since that is happening, I'm going to go back to Thursday and tell you exactly what was going on in the sky. And Friday, it will be just the same. So, the Sun in Gemini is square Saturn in Pisces. And this can cause severe, and I mean severe, inner conflict between the desire to have fun and the need to be responsible. And you're like, how can that happen? That's dualities happen all the time where we're just torn between two things. And if you're feeling torn right now, it's because of this square. So the trick here, of course, is to find a balance between the two and not feel guilty when you're actually having fun. Unless you know that's all you're doing all day, and then, yeah, you can feel guilty. But if you can find that balance, enjoy life while you're in the enjoyment part of it. The Sun in Gemini is also sextile with Mars in Leo. Both Gemini and Leo energy can bring in an incredible sense of fun, which makes that damn square a little bit harder. So, um, it does make it easier not to feel guilty, but it makes it harder to do your responsible thing. So everyone will feel more energetic and enterprising than usual and be more inclined to work toward personal goals. So take advantage of this transit. It lasts until June 12th, 2023. Then we have another square with Mars in Leo to Jupiter in Taurus. So this square amplifies the energy and initiative that you need to start new projects, and it also gives you an element of risk. You lose the fear of risks that it needs to take to achieve success. So it's a little bit of an impulsive energy, but you can harness that energy if you take serious action to use forethought and strategy. Instead of just jumping right in, force yourself to really think it through because you're aware of this square now. You're aware of the impulsivity going on. So you can really take advantage of the risks if you put a little bit of thought into it. Avoid acting without considering the consequences of your actions, whether it's business, personal, no matter what it is. Do not jump into anything without thinking of repercussions. Um, Although you'll feel like you can take on the world, moderate your energy output because with this transit, with this square, there is a tendency to burn out by going too hard. It can lead to physical or emotional exhaustion. If you are feeling that exhaustion, step back, have a little fun, put your feet up and read a story, watch a TV show. do something that you can breathe through and then go back to using all that energy. So this particular blend of energy will be in effect until June 8th. So we got a good week to be able to use this. Just be careful not to burn yourself out. And the last aspect in play right now is Jupiter in Taurus is sextile to Saturn in Pisces. Now, Taurus energy from Mercury can help us focus on stability. Mercury is the I don't even know where I got Mercury from. Hold on. I'm looking at my wheel here and Mercury just popped into my head. No, Mercury is in Taurus right now. That's what I'm seeing. So you've also got Mercury in Taurus and Jupiter in Taurus. So that Taurus energy from Mercury, we can harness that to focus on stability. And Jupiter in Taurus can expand that. So this is a really good time to focus on the work aspect. Just be sure not to burn yourself out. Now, Pisces energy in Saturn tends to romanticize and dream to escape reality, but with the presence of Saturn, which is all about limitations and responsibilities in the sign, and the sextile to the Taurus energy, which is all about stability, escapism can be put to the side in favor of an actual plan. So this is with all the energies in the sky right now, including those squares. This is a really good time to put your plans into action, to think them through, and to take a couple of risks with them. But make those risks not complete. No, we never thought about the consequences risks. Think them through. And then if those odds are in your favor right now, go ahead and take those risks. All right. So that's why I said there are no changes in today's transits for Friday. So we're going to skip on to Saturday, June 3rd. So no other changes take place for the transit. So everything I just said, you can go back and listen to it. No other changes there. But at 1:03 p.m. Eastern, the moon transits into Sagittarius, bringing us to a full moon in Sagittarius at 11:43 p.m. So not only does the moon transit to Sagittarius, but then it's like, oh yes, we're full now in that evening. Now you can use the energy of this full moon to invite adventure and exploration into your life. How fun is that? So be open to new journeys, whether they're literal, philosophical, or in your imagination. Daydream a little. And the possibilities are endless. And with all those other energies going on in the sky right now, this is a great time to have a good time. And it's also a great time to put some fun into the workplace. Okay? And that brings us to June 4th, 2023, Sunday. At 3, oh, there's so much going on today. Y'all bear with me, okay? At 3:38 p.m., Mercury in Taurus is at an exact conjunct with Uranus in Taurus at 20 degrees. What does that mean? So, it means that trusting your intuition and keeping an open line can lead to amazing breakthroughs and discoveries today. We'll be much more focused on understanding a concept instead of memorizing. So if you're trying to learn something or if you're trying to do something, really take a deep dive to learn it. Don't go memorizing. That's a big deal because if you memorize something, you don't really learn it. But if you learn the ins and outs and the whys, then you got it. You don't have to look in your head and go, what was I going to say? You don't have to do that. So today is really perfect energy for learning something. Now, with Uranus in the mix, be prepared for routines to be disrupted because this energy, it can make things out of your control. So just relax, stay flexible in your schedule whenever possible today. You never know what can lead to innovative ideas, but without flexibility today, you could get very, very, very frustrated because Uranus is pretty much random and throws some curveballs at you, but catch the curveballs and throw them back, and you never ever know what you can get with being flexible. All right. So that conjunct with Mercury and Uranus and Taurus can truly exasperate the duality between the square between the Sun in Gemini and Saturn in Pisces. So the challenge here is allowing ourselves to be open to the unpredictability of our routines today, and accepting distractions can sometimes lead to amazing discoveries. So keep that in mind. Don't be so rigid in what you're doing that you miss opportunities of learning something new or discovering something new. This is really kind of like the key word of the day: unpredictability, and run with it. So the square between Mars and Leo and Jupiter and Taurus today will be amplified by that conjunct as well. Due to the spontaneous nature of Uranus and the fluid nature of Mercury combined with the common sense of Taurus, risks that deterred you in the past may be more acceptable to make today. So use that Taurus energy to thoroughly examine those risks, of course. But again, today, it's all been leading up to this. Today is the day to take that leap of faith. Just do it. Just do it. And you may be surprised beyond what you believed could happen. And then the sextiles between the Sun in Gemini, to Mars in Leo, and to Jupiter in Taurus, and from Jupiter in Taurus to Saturn in Pisces, also gives real good credence to making an ambitious move. As long as you harness all that Taurus energy involved, because there's a good bit of earth energy with Taurus there that gives us the common sense. As long as you use that, revolutionary ideas and forward movement are seriously bound to come your way today. So I really truly believe in this case, if you open yourself to that unpredictability, I think that today could be an amazing day. But if you resist it, if you fight it, you could be kind of all out of sorts. All right? So that brings us to Monday, June 5th. So at 3:31 a.m., the moon moves into Capricorn. So this transit is best used by making decisions about where we want to be in life, how we want to spend our time, and what we need to change in order to be successful. With all that other energy in the sky, today is a really good time to think about making those changes, to think about what changes need to be made and start implementing them. So at 9:46 a.m., Venus transits to Leo. Yay! And that's going to bring about heightened emotions as well as a stronger desire for attention and recognition. So I see Venus in Leo as a wonderful thing. I love that energy. It's a lot of fun to me. But if it's bringing in that need for attention and recognition and you're not getting it from an outside source, be sure to give that attention and recognition to yourself so you can honor that Venus. So Venus in Leo will immediately, as soon as she goes into Leo, she's going to enter a square with Jupiter in Taurus. So this is a really great time to have fun and indulge in luxury, but it's not so great for routine and work. So we're going to have that where we're leaning more towards the fun and spending, and we've still got that duality with that Gemini to Pisces in Saturn, where we want to play and we want to work and we don't know which. This is going to throw us way off into the play part. So the challenge here is focusing on what we need to do in order to survive before we go traipsing off to do what we want to do. And that's hard with this kind of energy going around. And take care not to overspend on luxury items or any entertainment or anything that you can do without if money is tight, because we will all have this urge to just, oh, that's pretty, and just spontaneous purchasing. It's as bad as spontaneous combustion, I swear. Don't do it. Don't do that to yourself unless you're rich, and it don't matter. But if you're on a budget, really look at your budget before you spend that money. Now, if the bills are paid and there's food on the table, absolutely be sure to treat yourself to something beautiful or something fun, because we all do need that in our lives right now, okay? So all the other transits from yesterday are still in play, but this is the last day of the square between the Sun in Gemini to Saturn in Pisces, which will make that square with Venus in Leo and Jupiter in Taurus much easier to take tomorrow. Which brings us to, oh, wait, no. Which brings us to, we're still on Monday. You guys, how about this? Want to have some fun with that? You want to do something just wonderful for yourself? Remember, we are starting the summer season today. And we are starting off the whole thing with Psychic K, the intuitive empath. And let me tell you, she is awesome, very interactive, very fun. Honor that Venus in Leo. And you're going to have a blast when you go see Kay. All right? So we'll see you there tonight. All right? Then that brings us to June 6th, Tuesday. Excuse me. So aside from the loss of the square between the Sun in Gemini and Saturn in Pisces, there are no changes to the transits. So actually, that's a good square to lose, because that pull, that pressure of, do I work, do I play, do I work, do I play, I want to do both, that's going to be gone. It's just we're going to have so much play energy in the mix now without that square that you've got to be super, super careful not to play hooky unless you got paid time off or something. No hooky, okay? Go to work and you'll be fine. And then after work, come check it out. Psychic Energy, the Metaphysical Crone, will be on at 10 p.m. Eastern, and Kay will be on at 10 p.m. Eastern as well. All our summer shows are on at 10 p.m. Eastern during the weekdays, Monday through Thursday. So don't be missing them. Come see the new readers. They're amazing, y'all. And finally, we are at June 7th, Wednesday. So again, we've got almost a whole week where there aren't too many transits changing. I think it was Monday we had a couple of changes, and Sunday. But then everything else has been pretty even keel. By now we're getting used to wanting to party and have some fun and spend some money. However, the moon does move into Aquarius at 4:41 a.m. Eastern. So this would be an opportune time to try something new. If you want to widen your social skill, join a new group, meet with like-minded individuals, find other people who have the same interests as you do, and have some fun with them, okay? And speaking of fun, again, if you want to meet some like-minded individuals and you're interested in the transits and the tarot and all the juicy stuff we do here, tonight at 10 p.m., we've got Tarot Illumini, Psychic Brooke. So come check her out and make sure that you're making sure you're getting that even keel between work and play this week. And we will see you tomorrow for the transits. All right. Bye. Love y'all.
Now what's this